sports fans, and thank you for listening to State of My Sports, where we talk about State of Michigan sports and State of Michigan beer. If you aren't following us on social media yet, please do so by searching State of MI Sports. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast along with our YouTube channel so you do not miss an episode. For even more content, check out our website, stateofmisports.com. Before we get into the episode, we want to give a shout out to our sponsors. The Hobbs Brewing Company and Cafe is the official brewery of State of My Sports. Siciliano's Market helps us pick out the best Michigan beers for each and every episode. Also, Caleb from Mac Web Design helped us get our website created. So check out all of our sponsors and let them know that we sent you. All right. What's up, guys?
What up?
Thank you guys for checking out. I interrupted. I said, "What's up?" And then I interrupted.
Yeah.
Is it podcast time already?
It is time.
Already?
Yeah. Sorry, another late start. This technology
I've been here for
thing
6 hours.
is not good for me. But, anyways, episode 88. We are here. It's 2021.
Happy New Year.
Praise the Lord. We made it here. We made it to 2021 and 2021. What are we gonna do today? We're gonna talk New Year's resolutions for our sports feelings, basically.
Oh.
It's probably gonna be what we talked about last year, but I don't know if I.
No, I think we did personal ones last year. I don't think we
Did
did
we?
anything sports.
Well, I did. I definitely did a sports one. Micah definitely did a sports one. I'll bring those up because it's probably gonna be the same one. And I failed at it. Big time.
I think we all
So,
did.
we are going to catch up with Michigan basketball. They're having a really good start, kind of like we talked about with the easy schedule. We're going to kind of break that down and see what we've liked. We'll talk Michigan State next week, possibly. We'll see what comes up, but we'll probably talk Michigan State. And what else
Sure.
we're gonna draft
Oh.
playoff teams, so that'll be a good time. We'll have exactly. The pick will be in,
The
and
pick is in.
I love
Yeah.
doing that. You
Oh,
say
we
like
know.
you
We
don't
know.
like it, but yeah. And then we're gonna grade some Michigan beers.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our new sponsors picks. So before we get into the episode, I do want to introduce our new sponsor, bettinghero.com. Obviously, everyone that listens to sports podcasts probably are a little bit interested in betting. I know everybody's really anxious to sign up on the DraftKings and FanDuels and get that $100 before it's gone. It will be there well after Michigan sports gambling starts, and that's what Betting Hero does. Is you can go on their website, sign up, use our promo code MIBETS, all one word, so Michigan Bets, and you can use that. You can sign up, and then everything will be on there. So all
Is there
of the
an uppercase in there?
doesn't matter. It's
doesn't
all
matter.
Yeah, I don't think it matters, but
Non-case sensitive.
it's
they say.
all lowercase in what I saw.
Have we
but
tested that?
not yet, but
All right. So
I
next
know-
week we'll let you know if that works.
yeah,
Right,
yeah,
yeah.
that was your job. You didn't do that.
No, but I'm really pumped about
Get us
this.
be
This
the
is what I've been
first
waiting for.
person to
Yeah, it's not like
So-
Ryan's been asking you
A month ago, Sam's
constantly
like,
to
just
do
don't
this.
do it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right. And I hear it on the radio all the time. I'm like, I'm going to miss out on this.
You will not miss
Yep.
out. And the cool thing about bettinghero.com, so basically you just say you're in the state of Michigan, and as soon as it's legal in the state of Michigan, like all of the different platforms will be up there, so they'll give you the best promo code available in the moment. So make sure you sign up. If you sign up once using
The best
our
odds
promo
in the
code,
moment, right?
no, so basically it's all of the promotions basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's kind of like what is it, a kayak type thing, but for sports
oh,
gambling.
sure, yeah.
So you can kind of do that, and you're gonna have money in every account anyways. So
It'll be one of
It'll
the
be good.
best ways to make money socially distanced.
exactly.
It's true.
That's a really
There
good
you go.
point.
Or just
Good
having
point.
fun, because it's hard to make money while you're having fun. So this
Yeah.
is one way to do that.
It's hard to make money gambling on sports too. So
We'll see.
for the record, never take our bets serious. At least on this episode, on this show.
I'm going to be
We
using
barely
my
I
know
money
always
differently.
take yours really seriously.
Yeah, so
That's why
but anyways,
I
we're really
lose.
excited to have them on. So again, bettinghero.com. They're going to actually join us. The goal is to have them join us next week on the podcast. Do a full introduction of all that, and they'll be part of it and stuff. So bettinghero.com. Sign up. Use our promo code MIBETS for my bets. So Michigan Bets.
Awesome.
So
Cool, man.
We'll get that polished up, but that's what we got for now. But anyways, Kyle, you're back.
I'm back.
Yeah. How was
From
your
Florida.
vacation?
It's amazing.
Yeah, you have a good time?
We did. We had really good weather. A couple cooler days, but a lot of 75, 80, and a lot of how do I put this nicely? A lot
Corona?
of living
Beer.
living in
Corona
a free state.
Yes, that's nice.
Just freedom, right?
Freedom, yeah, to go to restaurants.
A lot of
to go
America in
to-
Florida?
Very nice.
A lot of America going on in Florida right now. Yeah,
That's good.
Now that there's not, masks and stuff like that, and whatever, people can do whatever they want. Doesn't matter. But yeah, to be able to go out to dinner and with the family and
Yeah.
and Adrian hadn't been. I think I told you Adrian hadn't been out of the state in 2.5 years.
That's crazy.
Or something like that. So so that was a lot of fun. We took the whole family down there and saw my my parents and two of my sisters were down there with their kids and everything. So
Okay.
Will,
Yeah, I know Will, Lydia and Will.
Listener Will.
Listener Will.
Listener
He's a
Will.
listener?
Will's a listener.
He's a Packers fan, so he can.
He is,
He
yes.
just loves
He is.
Micah.
Ah.
Crushes on Micah.
Lydia,
Will.
Yeah, yeah. So me and Will got after it a few days, had some fun by the pool, and
Yeah.
it was a good time.
What was your drink of choice? Was it Corona? Was I right on
When
that?
I
or
go
no?
down, Yingling,
Oh, really?
because you can't get it up here, right?
Everywhere but Michigan, basically.
What, you don't like Yingling?
No, I do. I do
It's
like.
just when you go down. Yeah.
Did I say that word?
I'm very immature.
Did I say when you go down?
You did say.
No
when
way I
You
said
said when
that.
I go down.
When
Like-
I go down?
Yeah, that's what you said.
I mean, I'm not.
I wish I had the
oh,
technology to just kind of replay that. But
You don't. You can't. Add
I'm
it
very
on, though.
immature. I get
Okay,
it. It's
that's
fine.
Definitely awkward.
It's fine.
Kind of
but,
cool.
Can I do the?
There.
Yeah, there we go. I should have been quicker with the thing, but I
Why
got a
are
lot
you
going
too
on.
late?
Instead, you just giggled
Yeah.
in the
Like a
corner.
schoolgirl.
You
Yeah.
were giggling.
Oh, I was
too.
giggling too,
Don't
yeah.
pretend that you weren't. But anyways, well, I'm glad you had a good vacation. But obviously, New Year's resolutions time, right?
Yeah.
Last year, I remember mine was I'm not going to buy into the Michigan Wolverines hype.
Yeah.
And I did not do a good job. I actually blamed Micah. I was like, I'm not going to listen to Micah when he tells me like all of these things are going to go well and like get excited about X,
And then
Y,
he's
and
like,
Z.
let me tell you about Milton.
And by the time there was like Milton buying in, like I wasn't
Next
like the
Cam
Heisman
Newton.
guy or anything, but man,
Ay,
that
ay, ay.
was mine, and I failed at that miserably. And Micah, yours was the same one. Ryan, yours was to go to more high school baseball games.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
you go to any?
No, but high school
Did you
baseball
go
was
to one?
canceled.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a
High
good
school
point.
baseball
You
was
got
canceled.
bailed out
Yeah.
on that one.
Well, I think I wouldn't call it bailed out.
Yeah.
I would have rather had some seasons and some
Yeah,
games
careful.
to go
Come
to.
on.
All right, sorry, that wasn't right of me. And then you, Kyle, I don't even think you understood the topic when we were going through it, so I don't remember.
I don't think I made. Did I not make one?
I don't think you did.
Wait, Kyle.
No, actually, no. I do remember yours. You said you were not going to pick Michigan State in all of your brackets for March Madness, which you didn't
Also
because
did
there
not
was
happen.
no.
Oh, but I would have
there-
probably.
You
so-
probably would have. Rightfully so. They were hot at the moment. So, good
Oh, I
stuff.
totally would have.
Good stuff. So, Kyle, can you tell everybody what you're? Oh, wait, that's not how this works. It is time to introduce our Michigan beers for episode 88. But before we do, I want to remind everyone of our partner, Siciliano's Market. They're simply the best beer store in West Michigan, located on Lake Michigan Drive, right between Grand Valley State University's main campus and downtown Grand Rapids. Wherever you live in West Michigan, it is worth the short drive for what they have to offer. Whether you know what you want or you need some help from their expert staff, Siciliano's Market is the best place for it. They not only have a massive and up-to-date inventory of the best craft beers from across our great nation, they're individually priced, so you can mix and match to build your own six-pack. Obviously, they have the craft beers. They have specialty wines, spirits, ciders, coffee, tea, tobacco, and cigars. They also have the largest selection of homebrew and winemaking supplies in West Michigan. We love that Siciliano's Market is part of the State of My Sports family, and it is who we visit to help us choose our Michigan beers for each and every episode. So please check them out and let them know that we sent you. Kyle,
Now you want me to do it?
now I want you to do it, and I will wish you were already doing it. But
Because you started before, but you
Yeah,
messed,
you're
you
good.
just kind of messed that up. I got a good one, I think. Arvon Brewing, Another Day in Paradise, 6.7. It says New England style IPA hopped with Simcoe and Citra. I'm reading these out of order, but it's because it's interesting. Simcoe, Citra, and Idaho 7. I've not heard of
Really?
Idaho 7 hops.
I had one that had that just the other day, actually.
Oh,
a
you
couple weeks
did?
ago,
Okay.
Yeah.
From Arvon?
Okay.
It wasn't from Arvon, no.
That was just really interesting. I've never, yeah. Another Day in Paradise.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ryan.
Yeah, Mango Stormy Juicy IPA. This is from North Peak Brewing Company. Did you know where they... Oh, these guys are in Traverse City. Dexter in Traverse City, Michigan. Hoppy Tropical Fresh. This is a 7.2%er, and a lot of different hops in this. This is Michigan Centennial hops, Michigan Chinook hops, Cascade, Crystal, Simcoe, and Mosaic. So this thing's pretty loaded.
It's got Mosaic in
It's
there.
got Mosaic.
It's just Hop City.
Magic word.
Micah, what are you drinking?
Tonight I'm drinking a glass of nothing, gentlemen.
Why is that?
I am not drinking for 21 days at least.
21
21
days.
days.
That's what I'm
Good for
going
you.
for.
You know that you're going to be working for.
Okay,
man.
so listen, the realistic goal is to make it up north, where I'll be working for a couple weeks at a time.
On vacation.
Yeah,
21
on
days.
Now, he
vacation
will
for
be-
sure.
Yeah, so he's out the next few weeks.
Yeah, for the next few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got
Uh,
fill in or you got?
As of now, no. Because Betting Hero is supposed to be on with us next week, so I
Oh,
wasn't
nice.
going to bring
Cool.
in anybody else
Yeah.
on for now. But
I'm
We'll
out
see.
next week too. No, the look on his face. It was all worth it. Just
All
kidding.
right.
what
I'll
are
be
you
here.
drinking?
I'm drinking Obligatory. It's an American IPA, 6.5% alcohol. This is from Transient Artisan Ales. We love their beer. Amazing stuff. It's their, what did I say? American IPA. Doesn't really say a whole lot on the can, so I'm going to pretend that I'm going to actually look into it and let you know more when the time comes. But
Kind of a cool design on
you
there.
know,
though.
yeah, I love their cans. They do such a good job. But yeah, that is what I'm drinking. Ryan, can you actually introduce the other
Yeah.
ones that we're drinking?
Yeah. So I already
What is?
introduced Mango Stormy Juicy IPA from North Peak Brewing Company, and
Yeah.
then we have another one from North Peak. It's Piney Spruce Tip IPA. So this is a 7.5, a little less IBUs, so maybe not quite, maybe more of like I don't know, I guess maybe the description that it gives, the piney spruce, a little less flavor probably. But again, this is packed with more hops, right? It's the Chinook, Cascade, Michigan Cascade, and Simcoe.
Awesome. So we'll all grade that one at the end, and then Kyle, there's another one that we're all going to grade at the end as well.
Yeah, this other one is a Three Blondes Brewing Palisades Porter. Let's see, they're out of South Haven. 6.4, 33 IBUs. There's a super long description that I'm not going to try to read, but it's quite funny.
Why won't you read it then?
Okay.
I like
Maybe it's not floating orbs or 1950s G-men parked in a black sedan across the street that's keeping you up. Maybe it's just the average day-to-day nonsense that you're feeling uneasy. Whatever it may be, Palisades is chocked full of roasty. I don't know if that's a word, but I like it.
I'm regretting asking you to read it.
Roasty.
I'm not
Why?
going to lie.
It's
how we
long.
feel
I
with
told
you.
you it was long.
You can see it on my face, Ryan.
Roasty goodness and is robust enough to bolster even the most wavering of spirits. Grab one when things get weird or if you're just feeling thirsty.
Can I save this real
Yeah.
quick? Yeah. So go back to the Piney Spruce Tip IPA. This thing has orange peel and maple syrup in it. I cannot wait to try this.
Interesting. That sounds delicious.
And
Yeah.
maple syrup.
All right, here we go.
Do it.
We're going to talk some Michigan basketball. For the people that have been just focused on football like myself, you don't realize what Michigan's doing. And it is pretty impressive. It was kind of expected with how easy their schedule looked at least at the beginning of the season, but they're doing it extremely well. So currently, just a quick little breakdown of what they are, and then we'll get into a little bit what we've seen. Currently, they're ranked number 10, and they're first in the Big Ten. I think they have a half a game lead on who was that? I think it was Illinois. Is that correct? Because they have one loss but one more win.
Yes.
Or the same amount of wins, but only one loss, I guess. So they played in 5 games, so that's why it's a half game. But anyways, 9-0
math.
overall, 4-0 in the Big Ten, and the Big Ten is extremely, extremely deep. I don't know. I think what they're doing right now is pretty impressive, and I think you just look back at the last couple wins against Maryland. It was at Maryland; they won 84-73, and then Northwestern, who was ranked 19th, I believe during the game, maybe even higher actually going into that game. Now they dropped, and they're currently 19th. I guess I'd have to look at that.
Yeah, I think they were 13 at the time.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
But anyways, they beat them 85-66. So I mean that's a pretty impressive win against a pretty highly ranked team in just the Big Ten in general. They're going to beat up on each other a ton, but it looks like Michigan it is possibly legit. Ryan, I'm curious of your thoughts on what you've seen from them. And we can kind of get into the nitty gritty of some numbers and whatnot. But what do you like about what you've seen from them?
I really like the way that their offense has turned it around. So early on in the year, they were kind of struggling between when teams would go to a zone, you would see the ball kind of start standing still. So they would just like pass it back and forth between two guys, and then a bunch of threes. They're just jacking them up. The game against Northwestern was so impressive because they just tore apart their zone defense, Northwestern zone defense, and their man defense, and they've been getting better and better throughout the year. And if you just watched the way they were, the unselfishness that they had on the court, it was a lot of fun to watch. It was really a coach's dream watching them pass it all over the place. Look, Hunter Dickinson is true freshman, 7-footer in the middle of that offense. He's shooting like 75% from the field. He has the easiest buckets there is because that team is just moving the ball like crazy. Defenses are forced to go back and forth all over the court, and they're clicking right now.
Yeah,
and they have a lot of good shooters on the outside.
So Hunter Dickinson, is the true freshman. He's leading in points.
Yep.
And he's doing pretty well. I think so. He's at 16.9 points per game, 8.1 rebounds per game. That's obviously his job, being the big man.
25 minutes a game
in the middle. I mean, really,
yeah.
That's impressive alone. But who's the actual leader of this team? That's really, I guess, leading the charge for this hot start.
Well, and that's another part of why I really like the way this team has started. Isaiah Livers is the one that is the most steady, the most obvious. Great shooter on the outside, big body, tough to guard, handles the ball well, and if you need a bucket, that's the guy you're going to go to. Or at least handle the ball because you know he's going to make the right decision. But the what do you call it? The unknown guy, the wild card.
Yeah.
The one who's going to really change this team and put him over the edge is going to be Franz Wagner.
Yeah. Is he looking better?
He has looked great over the last week and a half. Yes. So he's shooting the ball, but even more than that, he's using his athleticism all over the court. Against Northwestern, the TV guy made a comment in the middle of the game, in the middle of the second half, and he was just blown away. He's like, Wagner is far and away the best player on the court tonight, and it's not even close.
And that's probably the first time he's been that.
Yeah,
I think
he's learning to get to that point. Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not only offense; it's also defense. He had like 3 or 4 blocks. He was blocking 3-point shots. He's quick enough to not get beat off the dribble. So it's a lot of fun to watch right now. They're definitely clicking. Not to say that they're not going to lose some games because, like you said, the Big Ten is that good. Yeah,
the Big Ten's good. And it starts really this upcoming game. You got Minnesota, then you got Penn State, who should be somewhat of an easy game, but then you got Wisconsin, Minnesota again. I mean, so Minnesota's currently ranked 16, Penn State unranked, but then Wisconsin's ranked 8th. Then you got Minnesota again, that's ranked currently 16th. So, I mean, I would expect a loss here coming up, but the way that they're playing, I mean,
looks good.
It looks really good.
Looks good.
Kyle, I mean, have you been able to watch any of their games?
I haven't seen much, but I've seen some highlight stuff. But this is what I said at the beginning, though. I mean, weeks ago when I think me and Ryan both said it, like, this team's going to be good.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would underperform, and they're living up to that. And I think you have a couple guys that are okay leaders who are okay leading a little bit from the behind, like a Wagner, and I think that'll serve this team very well.
Yeah.
The other thing is they're getting points on the inside now. They were living and dying by three-pointers.
Yeah. Yep.
For a few years now, or maybe not so much last year, but
it depended on who they were playing against. I feel like
sure.
Teskey could find that matchup every once in a while and dominate down low, but it was very easy to stop him, at least in the Big Ten, because you had physical guys playing good, solid defense.
And you're going to have to go through 2 tournaments here, right? The Big Ten tournament and then March Madness. And if you catch an off day, it can be a big problem. But if you know you got big guys you can go down to and get, what did you say he's getting? 17 points a game?
Yeah, you just said go down to. Yeah.
So
sorry.
That one's
it's called a callback.
That one is completely intentional, too.
One cool stat that I wanted to bring up in that Northwestern game, though, that's a good Northwestern team, is it not?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Michigan at 1 point was leading by 29 points.
Wow.
It's a big win. Yeah.
I think if you look at the stats a little bit more, too, it backs up what we're talking about with ball movement, unselfish play, and they're taking the right shot almost every single time. Their leading scorers, I'm just going to read their field goal percentages, 72%, 49%, 51%, 43, but a 40% 3-point shooter.
Yeah.
I mean, I can keep going. Everybody is 50% or better, basically, on their team.
Yeah.
So they're taking the right shots when it's given. And that's why Hunter Dickinson is the one that's reaping all the benefits, because when the ball moves that much and you get a big guy who's in the right spot, by the time the 7th pass comes around, somebody's going to be out of position, or just too lazy to get to the spot, and he's on the block waiting for it, and then he just does a little hook shot and he'll dunk. Yeah, or just tired. Yeah. Wear them out. I mean, that was my basketball coach in high school. I remember we used to hold the ball for like 2 minutes, sometimes passing the ball back and forth. I think he is.
He's watching, yeah.
And we might score 38 points, but we'd beat you 38-35. You know,
yeah, right.
And that was it. Yeah, and then the other team wanted nothing to do with us anymore, and they didn't want to play defense.
So what do we need to know about Mike Smith? He was kind of off my radar, at least heading into the season, but he's leading the team in assists. Is the ball going through him, or is it just moving around that much? He's the one kind of making the last pass to Dickinson.
Well, what the best part about Mike Smith is he's a proven scorer. He's a proven ball handler. So he was a transfer, right? I think he's a senior this year.
Okay.
And he scored scored over 20 points per game last year. He was a high volume scorer. He's a really good shooter, but he hasn't been the ball hog on this team. So his role on this team right now is, if he's left wide open, shoot for sure. But he is the slasher. He's the quick guy that handles the ball, makes the right decisions, gets into the middle of the defense when they're playing zone. He breaks them down, gets them in the middle, and then he's got his options. He can kick it back out for the 3 or hand it off to Dickinson for a dunk.
Nice. Yeah, and so what do you think about the coaching? Is it actually legit?
Coaching's been great.
I think I'm the only one that still questions Juwan Howard's
I think
coaching
it's a
ability.
Scary upside here with Juwan Howard at Michigan.
Yes.
I really do, because not only are his schemes working right now, and again, they're back to playing defense too. Last year that kind of slipped here and there.
Yeah.
They're also playing really good defense with really good length, and you mix that with the top recruiting classes in college. Watch out.
Watch out.
It'll be
This
very
is what
interesting.
you wanted Jim Harbaugh to be.
Oh,
He'll always bring it back up.
Yeah.
He'll always bring it back to Michigan football.
A big notoriety, big.
How's Michigan State basketball doing?
Not well.
I'm just kidding. I know it's going to end fine. It's going to end just fine. I just had to.
December, Michigan
No,
State's
but
bad.
that's the thing. I would say,
Weird.
and you said it too, but don't get dismayed when they get a couple losses here.
Yeah, and that's
It
kind
will
of how it is.
happen.
Yeah,
It's gonna come.
exactly. This is exactly what I. If you go back to our preview, it's like they have a pretty easy schedule. I think it's tougher than what it looked like going into
I
it
do
because
too.
of how
I do too.
deep the Big
Yeah.
Ten is.
Yeah.
But they're going to skyrocket in the standings, and then we'll see when they start playing the
Yeah.
true blue, good college basketball teams.
And you asked about Mike Smith with last pass.
Yeah.
He is kind of that last pass guy right now because it kind of runs through livers. It kind of, or whatever. But
Okay.
like, I see his scoring. I think will come up here.
He's a
That'd be
great,
huge.
I think
great
he
guy to
is a
have in
great-
March.
Yes, absolutely.
So yeah, I mean he's only at 8.7 points per game.
But
I
if
think
you
it's like
get a
fifth on the
down
team.
day for a couple guys, and then this guy
He
can pick
can
you up,
take it over.
He can do it. Like, did you say 20 points last year?
Yeah, he's a 20-plus
He can
scorer
do it.
in the NCAA.
That's what scares me about Michigan.
Yeah, I like hearing that. That's for sure. So I mean, what's
Keep
your
it in your
biggest?
pants.
So Ryan, I got 3 questions for you, and Micah, if you have something, please jump in on these. Really, I just have 3 questions. I don't have the answers, Ryan. I'm hoping you do. Your biggest positive surprise, your biggest disappointment so far, and I guess I'll just. What is my last one? Is what we've seen so far long term
It's
of
too
positive?
wordy. That
Yeah,
last one's too wordy.
Me and my wordy.
Has what
Could be
have,
great in a column.
I'm like,
though.
so
Let me read it verbatim.
No, all right.
Has what have seen so far changed our long-term perspective of team?
Of
so
the
mean.
team. You forgot a word.
Sorry, I did.
Oh.
Dang, I was hoping you guys would know.
Sorry.
I'm just trying to make it worse.
Okay, biggest surprise, and it's a positive. I'm going to go with how ready Hunter Dickinson is.
100%.
I mean, you knew that he was going to be good. He was the top-rated recruit that they actually got on the team this last year. I think he was like 41st or 42nd overall in the country. A lot of that just because of his size, but I think the surprise has been how good he is with the ball. And it's not just scoring, but it's also he finds the open guy, and he doesn't panic when the second guy comes down on him. See what I did there?
I'm gonna second.
We keep doing. Why do you do it to? You don't do it. You don't do it to him. You only laugh when I say it. To be funny?
I'm gonna second Kyle.
funny.
100%.
Yeah. Oh, now that's punny.
Biggest disappointment?
I love it.
I don't know if there is a biggest disappointment right now.
Is there something that's lagging?
It might be Jace Howard. I wish he would have gotten a little more minutes early on, but I think he's just playing the tough dad role right now. I actually think he's going to be pretty good, but there's too many guys on this team that's just a little bit ahead of him.
I know you asked him, but if I can hop in on biggest disappointment, not in the last week or two, but prior to that, Wagner was a disappointment, or he wasn't living up.
That's actually a really good. It
But
was.
like-
It could have also been the biggest positive because of how much he's turned it around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Cool. I mean, I appreciate all that.
Long
So
term.
is it I have no idea what I'm saying.
Look, long
I got
term.
really distracted. I'm sorry.
Long.
What is going on? Our fearless leader.
I
crumbling.
moved that, and I don't know what I did wrong, and I don't know how I moved it.
Oh yeah, we still recording.
and I
or
hope
what?
that it looks
I know.
okay.
Are
On,
we- yeah.
All right, it's fine.
Shut
We're
it
good.
down, I
seems
guess.
like
Everything
everything
looks
it's
great.
still going good. It's new, okay? It's new to me. I get
Can
distracted.
you shut your mic off, please?
Yeah, I probably
Yeah.
should. I could just.
I guess the
just
three of
move
us will
on.
just talk for now then.
Yeah, this team is going to lose some guys due to transfer next year because of all the talent they have coming in.
Yeah.
But long term, you're going to get these guys who are true to the organization.
Yeah.
They're going to step up and be 3-4 year guys for the program and mix those with the stud freshman players. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I don't see Dickinson leaving early. I think he's going to be a college guy.
Yeah.
He's here for the long haul.
I
think
hope so.
Yeah.
I guess my biggest concern is, I mean, we went through it last offseason, and it was not that great of a year. Is Howard getting, looks at the NBA? Is this going to be a consistent issue that we're going to be worried about losing our coach
His son
every
is
single year?
His son is a true freshman on the
So
team
is
right
that
now.
so? That's Jace
Yeah.
Howard. That's his son.
That's his son.
Oh, okay.
One of.
Yeah.
One
He's
of his
got
sons.
Jet coming.
He's got
up.
a legacy that's going to run
Yeah.
through U of M. He's
And
not,
he
he's
has-
not going anywhere.
He also has a really good chance of getting both D Wade's kid and LeBron's kid
He
in the
could.
next couple of years.
He
Really
could.
good is a strong turn of phrase, but there's a chance.
He's
yes.
in the running, which is more than what
Yeah.
Michigan could have said before he got there.
I love to see you getting excited about basketball. I love it.
I would love to get excited about
You
basketball.
got a little hoop on the basketball or on the basement door.
Yeah,
Here. I
Easton
saw
got
that.
that for Christmas from my grandma.
It's a great little hoop.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
I
Michigan,
love it.
so I tore the rim off it.
Oh, is
It's
that
broke- it's broken
oh,
for
it's
sure.
broke.
Yeah.
So I can open the door all the
Yeah,
way
it's
now.
done.
Yeah, that was a really good present.
That's a nice little. Yeah,
Could just
yeah.
vandalized it.
That's true.
Spray
Why do I
paint
do
and
the
ass.
things that- yeah.
All right. So is that good Michigan talk? Are we done talking Michigan
Yeah.
basketball?
move on.
Let's wrap it
All right.
up.
Let me transition the screen
It's
first.
a good transition. I'm
And then
glad
I'm
I
gonna-
saw you.
Way
That
to
was really
bring it up.
creative.
Super great transition.
Speaking
This is
of
why
the end of
I-
a
Do you
segment, this
guys
is
want
the
to
end.
move on?
This is why I do a podcast and I'm not actually doing real radio. So, but anyways, we do need to talk the Detroit Lions.
Kool-Aid
I'm
talk.
sorry, but we're going to talk about some Lions. So obviously they lost last Sunday. I forget what the final score was.
Who was
Don't
closest
really care.
on their prediction of the?
Start of the year?
Yeah, the closest.
I'm sure I was the closest.
Yep, nope, it was me or
They didn't-
Micah
they didn't
for
win
sure.
12 wins?
It
They
was
didn't
you
have
and
12
me,
wins?
buddy.
No, I don't know. I don't look back at that kind of stuff.
I'm pretty sure you said him and I were crazy at that point.
I'm
Yeah,
usually
but-
crazy every year.
Yeah. I just thought I didn't know if you said you go back and listen to the podcasts if they're relevant.
If it's
to the
relevant to
right.
the episode,
That
I do.
seems relevant at this point.
I did not do it for that question. Next time, if you text me back and like you engage of the topics and stuff, and you want to
I'm
throw
gonna-
that at me,
I'm gonna
like,
text you right now because I want
would
to know who was
love-
closer, me or Micah.
There's the texting ammo.
Right, yeah.
Well, you never
I
text
would,
me back.
I would love to look back and
Sure,
get
okay.
information.
That might
Let's
be
do
really
that.
interesting because I think I said 6 wins, and I think there's a couple of 4s out there.
I think I had a 4 or 5.
Yeah, I think you were right on 4
You
or 5.
were as low as 6 wins.
I think I was, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was too. Sorry, I don't remember that you were that low. Yeah.
I think I was over
I'm
10.
gonna-
But we all
I'm gonna
like 4 to
claim-
6, and he was
no,
like.
I think I was like 9. I think I was right around
you were
9.
at 10.
Did I have
No,
10?
yeah, you were double digits for sure.
I might have been 9. Who knows?
Well, maybe we'll bring that up next week if you text me back.
Let's take a look back.
Remind me to.
Move on.
I
So-
just texted you.
But
so-
anyways, they finished at 5-11, and they're slotted with the 7th overall pick heading into the offseason.
It's not bad.
I kind of like where they're at. Obviously, you'd rather see a top 3 to 5 type thing, but
Let's get into more of that later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry. What?
No, I want to bring up like how interesting their draft position is.
Yeah.
but
Go
ahead.
for it. No. Go.
Well,
Let's start there.
Yeah, I think 7 is really, really interesting because there are so many teams ahead of them in the draft that are looking for QBs, and there's the big 4. But number 4 that everybody's talking about, Trey Lance out of North Dakota State, he's the big unknown. He is an incredible athlete with an incredible arm, but he didn't even play this year because their season was delayed until the spring.
Yeah.
And then they have this like 1-game showcase going on. It was kind of bizarre. It was a weird year for them.
I didn't know any of this. Really?
Yeah.
But the year before that, 2019, he threw for like 43 touchdowns with 0 interceptions. He has 0 interceptions for his career.
It's
You
not
like
like
him?
it's not like real college football. Though.
It is real.
Not really.
Does he?
Are they a
what
dynasty?
school
Yes.
does he play for?
North Dakota State
Yeah.
University.
Is that a college?
They're a dynasty. Yeah,
Yeah.
more than a
Okay,
college.
so it's college football.
It's not like it's not like top.
I love
What do
them,
they call it? What's the Power 5? It's not Power 5.
Right. Yeah.
No, it's not, and that's why it's an unknown. So, anyways,
Sure.
the
Yeah.
top 3 quarterbacks are most likely going to go in the first 4 picks.
Yeah.
There's a really good chance. So I should have had the draft order in front of me.
Should have.
But actually,
Jaguars are going Lawrence.
Yep.
Number 2, if Fields goes as the second, then they're going to go to the Jets. If not, they would go with Zach Wilson.
Okay.
So those are the 3 quarterbacks that I think are off the board before
And
the
then
Lions.
and then you have Atlanta, who is a question mark, just like the Lions. Are they going to take a quarterback? Are they going to stick with Matt Ryan, or possibly? What was I going to say?
I don't know. You were
Like
you were talking
they're
Your guess
basically
is
they're
as good as
basically
mine.
they're basically in the exact
Something
same
about
spot as the
going down.
Lions. I'm sure half the fan base is like, move on from Matt Ryan, and half the fan base is like, no, hold on to him. He's good enough.
Yeah, they're unknown.
He's not the issue.
Right.
And they're a massive unknown. And I think they're slotted at 4. Is that correct?
They are at 4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay. And then you got the Bengals as well ahead of us. They're obviously not taking a
You got
quarterback.
the Bengals. You've got the the Houston Texans have their pick or gave their pick to Miami.
So they're taking offensive line,
Right.
probably.
Right.
Or
Or wide receiver or something. Yeah, possibly a wide receiver. That's a really because I think they
And
were
then-
offensive line first 2 picks last year.
And then Philadelphia Eagles are number 6, right in front of the Lions.
which
so,
they took a 2nd-round quarterback last year. If they take another
third,
1st-round quarterback, like that one,
3rd or 4th round, or did they
I thought-
reach for him? They went 2nd.
I thought he was 2nd, but I could be
I
wrong.
think he was the 2nd round.
But either way, with Wentz,
So you did beat us.
And what? What's going on?
Sorry. Somebody just commented.
Oh, what was the comment?
That said Micah said 5, Ryan and Kyle said 6, and Sam said 9.
I
Micah,
told you I
spot
said
on.
9.
I thought it was 10 from him for sure.
It might have been
on.
the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, his ceiling
Yeah, that's
was
true.
16,
My floor
though.
was like 9.
His floor was 9. His ceiling was
Ceiling,
16.
I mean,
possible.
that makes sense. Ceiling should always be 16.
But it's
16
the
and all.
Lions.
No, but it's going to be a very interesting draft. And I think the Combine's going to play a massive role this year because Trey Lance is, I think, a perfect example of somebody that could skyrocket if he has a good Combine. If he doesn't, he could be available in the 2nd round possibly.
he's a quarterback. He's going to have an amazing combine because he's
they all do.
fast and he's strong.
Yeah.
He's fast, he's strong, and he's big. Like this, he's going to all the measurables.
Would you take
are
him
there.
at 7?
No, I don't think so. But
No.
but I think the Lions are too far away from being good. I think they're so bad they're not a quarterback away. But their quarterback is not the problem with this team. So I think they need to get value first, and then if they need to fix quarterback in 2 years when Stafford's contract is out, that's when you do it.
So you would say
All right,
don't draft a quarterback.
I say don't draft a quarterback.
Okay.
I don't think one of those 3 guys that I really like that are a little bit more of a sure thing, I don't think they're going to be there at 7.
Sam,
Okay.
why do you say yes draft a quarterback then?
If you're going to move on from Stafford, draft a quarterback.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to
Maybe.
I was
don't
just
know.
tring to
See,
paint you in a corner to
I-
get rid of
I don't know.
Stafford.
No, all
which
right.
I
So
know you don't
that's
want.
exactly what I wanted to do here. Is basically if Stafford comes back, who and what position are you hoping is still there? I'm going to start, and I'm going to go with Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
Just won the Heisman today.
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver out of Alabama. He absolutely exploded onto the scene once Waddle went down, and I think that he would be awesome if he's still there. Time will tell, but that's where I would like to go. And I know that's probably wrong because I think the offense is pretty set if you bring back some of these guys, but that's not for sure. Like Kenny Galladay's free agent, but you could probably tag him
They could franchise
or sign
tag
him long term. Marvin Jones is an unrestricted free agent. Danny Amendola is an unrestricted free agent. Obviously, Cephas is still on the team, but
Quintez Cephas
he's
is the
not
only wide
good
receiver we have going
on
into next
contract.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, and the former Packer.
Oh yeah, because
Geronimo
Allison. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it.
His first name is Geronimo.
Yeah.
I love that.
Geronimo.
Great song.
I love that song.
Yeah, so I agree with you, Sam, and I think there are some difference makers in the first round that are not at quarterback, and they might even be overlooked because of how good this quarterback class is.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a great example. If the Lions do add a Devontae Smith or even a Jamar Chase or somebody that could be there at number 7, and then what I want them to do is just draft all defense after that.
I
Because
agree completely.
the best part of this team is their offense right now. Their offensive line was actually rated above average on Pro Football Focus. Our left tackle, Taylor Decker, is being really vocal right now.
He was ranked
talking about
5th
Stafford.
out of all left tackles in football.
5th. Yeah.
In pass defense.
Right.
Or pass blocking, I should say.
And this was not.
He allowed 3 sacks the whole year.
And it wasn't. I think it was actually 2 sacks.
Was it 2?
Yeah.
I thought I heard 3 today.
And like
but
6 pressures.
You could be right.
So he had a phenomenal year, and he played every single game. So it's not like it's 9 games, 10 games where he's rated that high. He played every single game, every single snap, I believe.
I like the left side of the offensive line, starting with Ragnow in the middle. He's one of the best centers in football. He's very close to that. I love what Jonah Jackson did his first year, and you got Taylor Decker. They're on your team long term. You sure up the right side with 1 or 2 guys, or one of these guys develops. Your offensive line set, so you don't have to worry about that if you don't want to. It's always good to upgrade the offensive line, but you don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about tight end. Wide receivers you could. You don't have to worry about a running back high, at least. You could either sign for somebody or just, draft one late and hope you strike gold, which I'm okay with that as well. But, you can really, you can dive in and get some good defensive players in this draft.
Now we only have 5 overall draft picks.
Yeah.
So that is one concern, but I think that's what needs to be the focus. If we don't even have draft assets, then why would we completely rebuild the entire franchise?
You can't.
Our defense is not good enough to rebuild with a quarterback. So if we are trying to get anything, I think we should really focus on getting Stafford for the next couple of years. Keep him and his contract, because it's going to be tough to move the contract. And then maybe when you've built up the rest of that team and you bring in a young quarterback to do something with it, then it's at least feasible where you bring him into a situation where the defense isn't a historically bad defense like this year's team was.
How many years does he have left on his contract?
I think 2 after
years.
this one.
Yeah.
2 after this?
Yeah. And the cap hits like $25
this
million
season is
or
done
something like
for
that.
the Lions, so 2 more years.
Yeah. So, it's really not that bad. And everybody that says he's old and he's on the downhill, you look at what quarterbacks are successful in this league right now, top teams in the NFL, they're all 38 or older. I understand Stafford's not Aaron Rodgers. I'm not comparing them hand in hand, but what I'm saying is they play a similar type of game, and Stafford has 5 good years left.
Yeah,
for what works with him, as long as he stays healthy.
The argument for moving on,
which is a question for all quarterbacks.
The argument for moving on is that Stafford has proven that he alone does not make a franchise good. He needs a really good supporting cast around him
That's your problem.
to get to the playoffs.
So he's like Drew Brees.
I also strongly believe that if you can get the right GM and the right coach in place that believe that building around Stafford moving forward is the right thing to do, then it is the right thing to do.
I agree.
Sure.
You,
I agree.
You have to have coaching in place. Look what just happened. You just wasted, 3-4 seasons, whatever it was?
2.5.
Okay, 3. We'll
3.
We'll go 3.
Yeah.
Not good. You need coaching. You need coaching to develop these guys.
So that's where I'm curious. Is the roster better than what we actually think? Were the coaches that bad? There's a good chance that that's the case.
Oh my goodness, he's already drinking. He's already.
I'm drinking beer.
The roster is really bad. We have one of the worst
Defense
gaps on the defense, and
Offense.
we have one
it's
wide
not
receiver.
That good.
No, the offense is a little more solid. I would say it's solid. This offense is set up to be middle of the road next year with Stafford. With the current, just go sign a 3rd round draft pick wide receiver and go get a veteran wide receiver, and I think they're middle of the road. But that's
I like what Mohamed Sanu came in.
But that doesn't make you a good team. And this defense, again, was so bad, and they
It
have
was so
just
bad.
invested in a lot of defensive players. What I think you can say is our defensive line for the first time in recent memory is not the problem with this defense right now. It wasn't. Romeo Okwara had over 10 sacks. I know he's a free agent, but he's got his brother coming back that might be healthier, should be healthier next year. Austin Bryant finally got back healthy. He actually looked really good when he was on the field.
Yeah.
Explosive athlete. He's out of Clemson, second-round pick, I think, a few years
Trey
ago.
Flowers will be healthy.
Trey Flowers should be healthy. John Pennicini is a young guy in the middle who is awesome for the Lions this year.
Yeah.
Really, really athletic on the inside. So I don't think that is. Of course, I want them to continue to build the defensive line, but
Yeah.
when I look at this defense, I'm looking at the
Linebackers.
linebackers are so bad.
Very, very bad.
I think we have the worst linebacking core in football.
And I wonder if that's partially how they're used. I mean, that has a lot to do with it, because Jamie Collins is not a bad linebacker.
He also didn't play the last 5-6
Yeah, that's a good point. Ragland, he hasn't been like a great linebacker, but he's not a bad linebacker.
They're all
I would-
the same, though. They're all the same. They're
Okay.
oversized and slow. We have Jared Davis. We have Jelani Tavai. We
Yeah.
have Reggie Ragland. These are guys that can like go plug a gap, but they're not game changers. They're
Yeah.
not keeping up with the game, the way the NFL is played right now.
They would work well if you have pass rush. They would work well, right? Like if you have legitimate pass rush, they would be exactly what we need, because our secondary would be able to improve because you would get pressure on the quarterback. But when there's zero pressure on quarterback, because like I don't know why, but
They're good at the delayed blitz on third downs. So you don't need them to be the best athletes, but the delayed blitz, because they come in and get a big hit and
Yeah.
then fill one gap on first down.
So, am I catching the drift that they're just slower than the average,
it's
or
not,
no?
I think what they're missing is the guy on defense, like or in the linebacking core. You have so many of guys that are good role linebackers, but you don't have the guy. You don't have the Luke Kuechly. You don't have the. I mean, you go through the whole. You don't have the Devin Bush. You don't have the guy that's going to be tackling every single time. You know what I mean? Like running all over the field, just a complete ball hawk and making plays left and right. That's
called
what they
speed.
do not have. Yeah, exactly. But it's not necessarily just about the speed and like these guys are too slow to play in the NFL. It is they don't have the speed guy that can do that. And then they're not being used the way that they can be in a way that fits their bodies and their game.
Really, you need a speed guy. So, draft or acquire in the offseason a speed linebacker.
So let me throw this out there then. Micah Parsons is easily considered the best defensive player in this draft.
He's like the only one in the top 10.
He's
that
the only
I've been
one, which
looking
makes
at.
me
I feel like.
nervous because I don't want a bad defensive. I don't want to invest in a bad defensive class. But he's been a big name for a long time.
Mhm.
Yep.
He's not really known for on the ball defending or his like being a quarterback, right? Covering tight ends and everything. His pass coverage. He's not really meant for that. It's not his strong suit. What he's meant for is just being a huge, massive human being who makes tackles all over the field, who is super athletic, but he's not necessarily a cover guy. So would you be comfortable with the Lions investing in that guy who you think might be the guy in the position that you think we're lacking in to have the guy? Would you want them to take him or
If we keep
Devontae
Stafford,
Smith?
if I think the flashy side of me, because I'm a flashy guy.
Yeah, you
No,
are.
but like the guy that's like you want a sexy pick in the first round, and that gets you really excited, all the good feelings. I would rather take that, but at the same time, what's right for this team, Micah Parsons, I think would be perfect.
Yeah.
Like absolutely perfect, and that depends on what you do with Kenny Golladay and Marvin Jones. If you can re-sign Kenny Golladay, and let's say Marvin Jones, like I'm going to be where Stafford is going to be, I feel like that's they have that type of relationship. If you can get both of them back, I'm good. I'm good with wide receivers. You don't need Devontae Smith. It would be great to have, but you don't need it.
Sure would
you can
make life
make it
easier.
work.
Yeah,
It would make life easier, but at the same time, there's only one ball, and there's a lot to go around. But anyways, what?
Did you type all these little things scrolling at the bottom here?
I did. Why?
That's nice, man.
just
you,
now noticed
you just noticed it?
Well, you got like Stafford stats and like other
I did. I figured the viewers would like it, but
you thought wrong.
yeah, I know.
Well, if they don't like
At
it, he
least
likes
one
it.
person, yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
And I guess that's where when we leading up to this draft, we need to figure out the depth of the draft and what value you can get with the second, third, fourth rounds. Because if the Lions only have 5 picks, we can't miss out on this first one. Then I'm not willing on another. I'm not willing to ruin a 7th overall pick on a linebacker that might be a bad cover guy.
That would suck.
You know
That would
what I mean?
absolutely suck. And
But to go into this draft, what do you need first?
we need defense.
You need a GM and a coach.
Yeah,
No,
that's a great
yeah,
point.
yeah,
And that's a good transition to, like, so let's look at coaching vacancies. You have 6 of them available. Well, let's go through this really quick. You have the Lions, the Falcons, the Texans, the Jets, and the Chargers, and the Jaguars. So you have, what is that? They have 6 different coaching vacancies. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 GM vacancies as well. But, I mean, where do you think the Lions kind of rank on this most attractive job?
You actually only have 3 GM vacancies. The Texans just filled.
Who was it?
Nick Caserio from the
Okay.
Patriots.
I thought he was going to say
Interesting.
Castellano.
Good.
Yeah, get rid of the Patriots guys. We don't want
we
them.
weren't going to sign it. We weren't going to sign another Patriots guy. No, I like that though.
So how many GM spots are still open?
3.
3.
Well, yeah. I mean,
The Jags and
the
Falcons.
Jags, the Texans, and the Falcons and the Lions. I think for GM job, it's hard to say. Obviously, you stick with the first pick. That's a GM's dream, a coach's dream.
Well, yeah, not only that, but they have,
they have-
so much, so many draft assets coming. They have draft picks for the next 3-4 years.
Yeah. So the Jaguars are probably the top of the list, right? After that,
Yes.
I saw a lot of people saying that the Lions are one of the more least attractive jobs.
They
Yeah.
are.
Yeah,
You really think so?
You used to always say that. You always used to say that about the Pistons. Nobody wants to come play here.
They don't.
Right. The same thing is true of the Lions.
People don't want to coach here?
Yes. People
Yeah,
don't
it's
want to be
It's a
here.
career ruiner.
Yeah. And the
been
climate
proven.
sucks. Like,
I understand.
I don't mind
someone's-
it, but like, if I could live in Atlanta or like Georgia, where it's nice and warm,
Now, from Urban Meyer's perspective, because
Yeah,
that's
let's-
my
let's-
coach.
Yeah.
I want him because I want somebody to take on the challenge. I want them to look at that.
I'm so with you on that.
Yeah, and I want them to say, this would make my career stand out more than anything.
I want them to say this is an S show,
Yeah.
and I'm going to fix it.
That would be great. We've had a lot of people think that they could do that.
Right? Agreed. Yeah,
And then
that's
just
true.
fall
That's true.
right in line.
I think
The-
I think you're right that no one wants to coach here. We've seen it time
Yeah.
after time, team after team. However, to your point, someone's got to change it.
I
Something's got to.
disagree with that statement, though. Patricia was the hottest name on people's list when the Lions got him. When we got Steve Mariucci, that was a big time move. He was,
That was 10 years ago.
No,
Maybe
it's more than that.
20.
Yeah, yeah.
but
you're right,
But
yeah.
then at the same time, the Eagles coordinator Jim Schwartz, that was a big name when he came through.
Again, it's a while ago.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, the people that say nobody wants to coach here, that I don't believe that. I don't, because
Right.
you see it. You see some people, some of the top prospects, yeah, they don't work out.
Well,
not-
to a certain
that's-
extent, someone is going to come here, and it.
But usually it is one of the most intriguing
We'll
coaches
see.
on the market.
We'll see.
Usually. But anyways, let's just. All right.
I don't think it will be this time.
I don't think so either, but I hope that means it turns into the right guy. So let's talk about a little bit just
He's delusional.
the
Jeez.
what? Really?
Goodness.
No, I mean, like,
Am I wrong that it was some
No,
of the
but
top
you-
coaches that we've been getting?
no. I'm saying because you said we won't get a top one this time, so we'll get somebody who's not, but maybe it'll be the right guy.
There's a good chance.
Like,
There's always a chance.
there is always a chance. I will give you that.
All right. So, anyways, Robert Sala, he has the best odds. He's at plus 170. Matt Eberfluss, is that right? At plus 400. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Eric Bieniemy at plus 650. Jim Harbaugh plus 700. Arthur Smith at plus 1,200. Marvin Lewis is gaining some traction. He's plus 1,200. I personally am not a big fan of that. All right, I'm going to sound really dumb here, but from what I've heard, Robert Sala does not want to coach in Michigan. It does not want to coach the Detroit Lions.
Really?
Yeah. And this is
Wait,
like,
what?
This is actually like some inside information. I feel like a big
This
deal.
is your insider again?
This is my insider that I know I was wrong on the Harbaugh thing.
Wasn't he going to sign today?
We might have some info
We
later.
might
on
have some issues, probably right when we're done recording.
But
That's usually, I know I joke about that every
Matt
time.
Eberfluss is the defensive coordinator for the Colts.
Okay, all right. But anyways,
There you go.
from what I've heard, Robert Saleh does not want to jeopardize like the family life that he has in Michigan already.
His career.
Well, no, he has family in Michigan. Like that's where he's from. People think that that's like intriguing to him. That's
He's
the
a smart guy.
opposite.
Smart guy.
That's the
Smart
opposite of
businessman.
intriguing to him. So, anyways, that's where I want to.
No,
Okay.
there are so many rumors.
Thanks, guys.
I really am not looking into the coaching thing at all this time around. I'm really not, because I'm sick of things not working out in the end. This is going to come down way more to personality rather than X's and O's.
I think he's got a point.
Get a leader.
I think you can safely cross off Jim
think Sam
Harbaugh off
Waldhart.
this list.
Yeah,
I'll
I
be
agree.
honest.
Oh yeah, I think if he's
I-
either going to coach at Michigan or he's going to coach at the Chargers.
What about Eric Bieniemy?
I think he's going to go to. I don't know where.
You could be heading to the Texans.
Texans. That would be a good one. But
Is
you know
Jim
what?
That's a good
Harbaugh
spot
gonna
for him.
coach?
Hold
Is he
on.
gonna get an extension with Michigan?
With the Texans, I don't know. I was hoping we'd get some information about that today, but I think the Texans are going to hire the offensive coordinator from the Patriots.
Bill
Daniels?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I didn't even know his name was out there.
It's not really, but I think it could happen.
Interesting.
What's that?
So,
You gonna
Huh?
call somebody? All right, you can go.
so the reason why I say I don't think Jim Harbaugh is going to coach here is his legacy in the state of Michigan is pretty tarnished more and more day by day, and there is no way if he fails, this is going to turn out very well for him
Yeah.
at all. Like
Yeah.
he is not going to take that chance, and he's already in hot water. He would probably stay in the roughly the same area, with his family. If
Yeah.
he were to stay here and coach, there is no way he's risking being that lethal in this state.
Sure.
He's going to either go far away or he's going to
That's
sign
a
an
good
extension.
point. What if he fails? I say that in quotes because at Michigan,
Yeah,
I don't think he's failed, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
People say that.
People say he's failed, but he hasn't.
Right.
Yeah.
And then fails at the Lions, like
Oof.
not good.
Double whammy.
That's a
Right.
tough pill to swallow
Yeah.
for sure. So Ryan obviously just walked out, but we have our draft coming up. Should we just take a break?
Take a break.
All right, we're gonna take a break.
Where did Ryan
I
go?
hope
Is he
I
all
hope
right?
people can jump back on. Sorry that we got to do this, but it's what we got to do.
Well,
So
Did you go through your free agents already?
do we want to do that? I feel like we're getting long, so I didn't want
We
to.
talked about him a little bit.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean,
on who you want back, who you want to just kick right out the door.
basically, I want a lot. I obviously want Kenny Galladay back. Romeo Okwara, he had 10 sacks. I think he should come back. I still like Matt Prater and what he brings to the Lions. I think he needs to come back
Prater's
as
great.
well. I would love to see Marvin Jones back, but I think
You
again,
think he's going to call for a lot of money?
I'm not sure. I really don't think so. I don't think he's that type of guy.
One I want to know from you.
What?
One. Just
All right.
one. You got to answer.
Yep.
Adrian Peterson.
All right, so that is. I have been so back and forth with that guy.
Sure.
At first, I didn't want him,
Yeah.
and then the first few games, I was like, he was the perfect signing. And then middle of the season, when he was getting all the touches, I was
Yeah,
like,
it was a
I
problem.
hate that he's here.
Yep.
He should not be getting the touches. Blah 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 blah. I think we're turning the corner that he's not going to get those touches,
Sure.
which he didn't last few weeks. And then I liked his role again. So
Right.
yes, I would say bring him back if you can get him at a decent price.
Right
Good
number.
leader for the running
The
back
younger-
room, all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, I as of now
if he
I would
wants
lean
to come
towards
back,
him.
right?
Well, no, he said he does. He did.
On one condition.
Stafford.
No. That you don't go through a full rebuild.
That's Stafford. Yeah, pretty
Well-
much.
Okay.
It is. I mean, if you trade Stafford, that's full rebuild mode.
You're blowing it up.
But anyways, we are going to take a break now, so I'm cutting it.
Blow it up.
We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
I'm really like struggling here.
Did you do something or what?
No, I don't know
What's going on?
Where have you been?
Oh, okay.
There we go.
That's
All
great.
right,
All right.
I got it right where I want it.
Bye-bye.
Hey guys.
Remind me I need to cut that in the podcast feed, but
I did like it.
Oh, I hated it.
Oh, you did?
I did. I don't like the piney flavor.
all right, guys, we're on the Facebook Live. We don't need
That's fine. Just do your thing.
we don't need to whisper.
We're having a conversation.
It's
Wait, you did not like this?
I don't like this. It's too sprucey. For
what don't you like, Kyle? Share it with the
I'm
audience.
gonna have to try it more of it then
me. Okay.
because I don't remember it.
the piney. Oh boy, here we go. Spruce tips. That's his tip.
Spruce tips.
I know we're live, but are we actually like doing the podcast?
We are live on the podcast. We're on the Facebook Live.
Tips.
We're on everything.
Oh,
Spruce
okay.
tips.
Tip on tip live.
Oh,
Dude.
Ooh, you
Anyways,
went too
wait.
far.
So
You went
we
too
got
far.
we're doing our draft and NFL playoff team.
The pick is in.
The Lions.
Yes.
The
So
Lions win.
2032.
all right,
Playoff.
Micah, do we have
Not Super
an
Bowl.
order yet or no?
Here we go, gentlemen.
Come on,
First pick.
Micah.
First
Micah.
pick. Hold on.
Come on, Micah.
Hold on. Don't say it yet.
Me, baby. Is it you?
It's me.
Macca.
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 Better than
Macca.
Mike.
All right, but
Macca
he's
gets
taking
the
the Packers
first
anyways.
Pick. I
All
should
right.
really cut the music. Hold on. Let me cut
No,
the
this
music.
is our pick music.
All right, we'll keep it going. Just tell me when the next name's up.
Next name is
Come on. Come on.
Samuel Waldhart.
Let's go.
I'm
Let's go.
always last. I'm always last or first when I don't want to be first.
If you ain't first, you're last.
All right, next.
The King.
Oh,
King
thank goodness.
Kyle.
So we got Rye Guy last.
So Ryan
Ryan's
is last.
bringing up the rear.
Perfect.
Rye Guy.
But it is
That's a
snake
perfect
draft
spot to
style.
be.
Snake draft.
Oh, it's Snake.
So he gets
That's
back
true.
to back.
Snake
Okay.
King.
So, all right, Micah, you are on the clock.
The pick is in. I'm going to go Homer style. I love my team. I'm going Packers.
Yeah, I knew
So
he would.
glad.
I knew he would.
So
That's a
glad.
good pick. I would too if I was sitting right there.
Yeah.
And it was my team.
Yep.
What, you wouldn't?
Pat Mahomes.
He would
Yeah,
never.
It's the
if it was the
Lions?
Lions, oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
They could have the worst odds now and take them. All right, my pick's in.
He's gonna pick the Lions right now.
Don't tell them they're not in the playoffs.
The Chiefs.
He wants the Chiefs.
Ryan.
Nope,
Kyle.
Pick is in.
It's a good pause with the music.
Yeah.
It was. I missed
The
it.
timing is great. I want the Steelers.
Ooh. Really?
False.
Holy cow.
Whew,
Okay.
So glad they're off the board.
Dang.
Wow. Okay, now I need to figure out who I'm gonna pick. Is my pick in?
I don't know. That's your call.
No, I'm asking myself. Yes, the pick is in. With the 4th overall pick in the State of My Sports draft playoff team
Samza draft.
Buffalo Bills.
Samsa.
Wait. Did I already play it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did.
Oh, I
already.
did? All right.
Yeah,
Good.
and then
You
I
said the
announced
Bills?
it for forever. Yeah.
All right.
Right.
Bills!
Okay, Ryan, you did it right.
So is your
That's
second
right.
pick in?
He
'Cause I already
messed
played the music. I mean, I hope your second pick's in.
Not yet. No. Oh, do I get back to back here?
Yeah, you do.
Snake draft.
Yeah, I know. All right, guys. My next pick is in.
Oh, I already played it. Talk on it. Oh, well. People like it.
I will take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Talk on
It's a
it.
good pick.
I don't like that. I wanted them. Kyle, you're on the clock. Are you going to take, like, the Washington football team or something?
No,
No? Okay.
but I'm torn on this one. Boy.
It's your world. We're just living in it.
I know. All right, the pick is in. It's the Saints.
He's so upset.
Oh, he's so mad.
It's pretty funny though.
No.
You gotta
I
appreciate.
guess you had to be
You
there.
gotta appreciate some,
I
some
guess you had to
comedic
be
timing.
there. You're right there.
All right. As much as I do not want to take this team, because I just don't like them.
Yes.
I know where he's going.
Yeah. Got to do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do
My pick's
it.
in.
Do it.
Taking the Seahawks.
Yeah, I was between those two.
Now Mike is pretty pumped about where he is right
Pick
now.
is in.
Whoa, I can tell.
I'm taking the Titans.
Whoa, did not see that coming. I thought you were going to Ravens.
Well, he has back-to-back picks.
Oh, gotcha.
Pick is in.
Don't pick the Ravens.
Cleveland Browns.
Whoa! I
love it.
wanted the Browns. But
I
wasn't
did
gonna take them
too. I
either.
did too. I totally. Yeah.
The Ravens are bad. You guys are right.
I'm totally picking.
So you took who? You took the Browns?
You want the Rams.
Oh, this is tough.
You might as well just give me
You
the
could get
football
value.
team too, because I know that's going to be
that at the
last.
end. You
I
are.
could get some
or the
value
Bears.
here. Like I really think
I think the Bears are your value
Yeah. Got good quarterbacks.
from Chicago, second city.
I'm going. Man, there are 3 teams that I really like
Sausage.
here.
Chicago.
Chicago sausage.
Actually, there are 4 teams that I'm okay with, which I'm going to get 2 of them here. So no,
Okay.
I'm not.
No, you're not.
Hey Sam, your pick is in.
Yeah.
No, it's not yet. I feel like this is really important.
It's really not that important. I promise. I promise it's not that important.
Is Marlon Mack?
We have never really
No, he's
done
not.
anything
He's
as
so-
a result of this, just so you know.
All right, my pick's in.
Take the Rams.
Travis is supposed to have like 4 boots to drink.
I know. Where's he been?
I don't know.
That is a great point. All right, as much as I don't want to take the Ravens, man, I don't want to. But I like the way they're playing.
Then don't, yeah.
But I'd rather cheer for the Rams. But I'd also rather cheer for the
Oh my
Titans. I'm gonna take.
Good grief.
I'm gonna take the
Just take Tua.
Titans.
He's
I'm
going to take the Titans.
Somebody already picked the
Yeah.
Titans.
You can't
Oh.
have the Titans.
Wait, the Titans are off the board.
Good.
After all that time.
After all that
Sorry,
time,
so
he's
I think
not
I
even
crossed
paying
over.
attention.
All right, then I'm gonna take. Dang it, this sucks.
You can't have the Bills either. Dude,
I'll
you
take
gotta
I
the
don't like
Chiefs.
this. I do
Your
not
pick
like
was
this.
in at least 60 seconds.
Yeah.
All right,
ago.
whatever. I'm
You
gonna take the
forfeit.
Ravens then. Whatever.
There it is.
Oh, there it is.
I don't want to. But if there's gonna be a successful hardball, it's gonna be that one.
That's true.
All right,
Yep.
Good
Kyle,
point.
you're next. Sorry it took so long there.
No problem. Pick us in. I'll take the Rams.
All right, Ryan, back to back.
All right. Can somebody tell me which teams are still on the board
All right,
here?
so you got the Ravens, the Colts, the
No,
Bears,
the
and football
Ravens.
team.
The Ravens were just picked.
Oh,
Talking
just
about?
picked the
You
Ravens.
You
picked
just-
them.
oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
So really,
What is going on?
there's not even enough teams for us to fill our.
No.
our
Why,
thing.
how did you
So
botch
should we
this?
just stop? Should we stop at 3 teams each?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so.
So I have the last pick here.
Oh yeah.
Also, this is not the way to make a snake draft fair.
Oh, you're right. He got
Right?
burned on this.
Yeah, really
I don't
bad.
care.
So he gets 2 teams.
I'd feel bad for him, but we just waited for him for a while. So,
So
That
the
was
teams
you.
that are left are the Bears, the football team out of Washington,
Yeah.
and the Colts.
and the
Colts.
Colts, and that's it.
That's you're taking the Colts.
They
Yeah.
used to
That's
be
easy.
the
Absolutely.
Redskins. They were the Redskins at one point.
They still should be.
See, I'm gonna call them the Redskins.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
I think they fit perfect. The football team. I love that.
Do you?
Yeah, the football team, the
I
Facebook,
actually-
the Instagram.
I actually think the
It fits.
football team probably has the best chance to win a game
I think since
out of the last 3 teams, but I think the Colts have the best chance to win 2.
let me throw this at you guys. I think since Ryan is kind of getting hosed on the snake draft, he gets all 3 of the last.
I like it.
I don't want the
Yeah.
Bears. I don't want the Bears.
You want
It's a
the football?
freebie,
You
and I
want the
don't want
football
the
team?
Bears.
I'd rather take the football team than the Bears.
But I'm saying just, he gets
I'm
all
with
3.
you on that one.
I
Yeah,
like the way the
seriously.
Bears are playing, though.
I would
But
say
you
no
didn't
to the
pick 'em.
Bears.
No,
I
was
don't want
gonna
them.
take- Yes, you can have all of those teams.
Nope.
No, 2.
I will take all the teams then.
You can take the Bears.
I'll take the Bears and Washington.
I want to
football team.
split with the Bears with you.
Which one do you want?
50-50.
50-50?
Bears.
What are we splitting? We're splitting nothing, which is awesome.
Right.
I mean,
All
this is- That is just the way it works. But this is usually... All right, so hold on a second. Transitions are just on point today. I'll tell you that.
It's been rough.
But anyways, this is usually where we make our picks, right? And we say, you know the music, and you know nothing, right? And then we read our hops, but they no longer sponsor the picks
You're giving them
because
That's right.
free
we
shout-out,
have.
I know, but you just gave them the
Well,
shot.
they're good people.
Oh, they are.
But anyways, Betting Hero, that is our new sponsor. They're going to pick it. So I don't have a nice little read going yet because I don't really have everything dialed in. But anyways, bettinghero.com. If you're interested in sports gambling in the state of Michigan, sign up there. Use promo code MISports, one word. Or no, sorry, MIBets. This is why I should have it all written down.
MI bets.
MI bets.
MIBets. Michigan Bets, MIBets, one word. Use that promo code, and all of the available online sports gambling platforms will be there. They'll have the best promotions available, so don't sign up too early. Don't think you're going to miss out because you will not. You're going to have promotions left and right.
Look, guys, the reason this is important is because this is going to be a one-stop shop where it will give you the odds. If the odds are different between the different sites, you're going to have your pick for all the different odds that are out there.
Between all the big sites.
Between
right?
all the big sites.
Yes.
So basically, you need to sign up here, and you, as soon as you sign up for all the other platforms, that's when you get your promotions and all of that. So, bettinghero.com. Sign up. MIBets
MI bets.
is the promo code, so please let them know that you heard about their website on our podcast. That would be great. So, we have picks to do. What picks are we on? I don't even know.
I'm not going first.
We only have one college game because it's a national championship.
How about the results?
Yeah, we can start with results. Man, you guys are keeping me in line here. Micah, I'm surprised you brought that up for your results. You went 1 and
Well,
6
it's pretty ugly.
for a 41 and 53 overall record. Kyle 2 and 5. Ryan 3 and 4. I went 2 and 5. So here we are. Kyle, you are 51 and 43, and Ryan and I are 50 and 44. One game back. Micah, I'm sorry, but I think you should just take your hat out of the game. You concede. Are you ready to concede?
No.
You gonna recount?
Recount.
Dominion.
Always recount.
That's Dominion voting.
Dominion voting. All right.
Oh,
So
you
he's
just
gonna
wait.
keep going. He might challenge it, and that's perfectly fine. I understand why people would do that in this world. I would do it too.
I would too.
I would second guess myself.
Yeah.
If I was counting how many times I got games wrong. But anyways, we're gonna start with the national championship. Ohio State against Alabama. Alabama's 7.5 point favorite. Ryan, no, Kyle, you're
Yes,
still leading.
Ryan did the best last
No,
week.
that's not how this works.
It's like
Hold
golf.
on.
It's
pick is
golf.
in.
Whoever did
Works. That's not how any of this works.
You go first.
me,
Make your pick.
so all year I go first.
Alabama minus 7.5.
Alabama.
Ryan.
Is there any inside information you can give me on this?
Yeah.
With this
no.
game? So a bunch of rumors, I guess. A bunch of rumors of COVID.
There's a lot of rumors that Ohio State has a lot of COVID going through the.
Here's the thing. I actually want to pick Ohio State in this game.
I do too.
I think full steam for both teams. If there's no COVID issues going on, I'm picking Ohio State. So
Okay, the rumor is they're going to delay it if there's enough COVID stuff, so they're going to play full teams no matter what at some point.
If they delay this, I want another pick.
We can do that. We
Agreed.
can arrange it.
I'm doing Ohio State.
I'm taking Bama because I don't think they're going to delay it. I think they're going to play, and I think they're going to be missing a lot of people. Oh, Micah.
If they are missing a lot of people, I take Bama.
That almost seemed intentional.
I don't
No,
think
it
they're going
really
to be
wasn't.
missing people at all. I think they're going to let everyone play. The NCAA is going to bury it, and it's going to go on. And I'm picking Ohio State.
Alrighty. That's 50-50 there.
We could make up some ground. Ooh, I don't need to because I'm already winning.
Yeah, but you're not going to. Yeah, I'm going to pick one game different than you, and I'm going to get it right.
That's
my goal.
That's what I know you're doing. So
All right, so here we are. Colts at the Bills. Bills minus 7. Kyle, do you want me to write my picks in so I can't change it? Or
no, you're gonna change them either way.
yeah, that's
so,
true. That's
yeah.
a good point.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going first again.
You are going first
Okay.
every time.
Bills
Minus
Mafia,
7.
-7, but the Bills at the Bills, and they're gonna have fans in the stands
I heard that.
for the first time all year.
Yeah. So you got the Bills minus 7?
Give me the Bills -7. That's a
Perfect.
big one.
I'm taking the Colts. I love the Colts. I love the way they play. Defense is solid. They're good.
Say
Ryan?
they're going to have fans in the stands at the Bills?
Yeah.
In
Not
the
full.
state
Not
of New
full.
York?
I know.
What is it, like
Yeah.
6,000?
What?
Are they letting in?
The guy's a Bills fan. They're governor, so he's gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah,
actually
And
said
they're
that.
super hype.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Bills.
All right. Oh man, now I'm really nervous.
Piss
Bills.
off, Sam.
Okay.
Okay.
Bills are thumping, man.
Stupid game, anyways. All right.
He's different in all of his picks now. He's got to make that game up.
All he's gonna do is
I'm
run
gonna
for my
overthink
pick.
this. I'm gonna overthink this. All right. So we got the Rams at the Seahawks. Seahawks -5. Kyle.
Is their governor like the Seahawks? Are they letting people in?
Right.
I doubt it.
The 12th man. I think the Seahawks clean up here. I want the Seahawks.
I'm taking the Rams.
Yep. of
Ryan.
course you are.
Rams.
Rams.
Oh, Kyle. How does it feel being on an island? Actually, I know what it's like being
It
on
feels
an island. I was
great.
just last pick. I was there.
Right.
All right, so we got Tampa Bay at the football team stadium. They are +8.
Football team is terrible. Give me
You got
the
TB?
Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay. Sam.
Wait, TB, Tampa Bay, TB12? I never put that together.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
Florida's the 12th state, too.
It is? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Is it really? I
Got
was
'em.
in. I bought in. I bought into that. All right, I got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers as well, -8. Ryan?
This is so hard. This is so hard because the
That's what she
Buccaneers. Yeah, I know.
That's it.
Yeah. I never
He's too slow with them.
he's reaching.
It didn't
I
even
know.
work.
Give
What's
Give it
going
a little
on?
reach around, you'll get it. Buccaneers. He did it anyways.
Oh boy. This is just going on.
All right, guys.
I should
yeah,
have somebody
so
else
let's-
control this part.
Yeah, you should. Like a lot of this, you should. Yeah.
Yeah, I got it. No.
All right. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Sometimes the Buccaneers look like the best team in football.
They do
Yeah.
sometimes.
And other times it looks like they have no offense at all. That's a reasonable possibility with this football team's defensive line. So this is a scary pick for me.
They're just a football team.
+8. I'm taking. Oh man, I don't want to do that. I'm taking the football team.
I declare
All right.
bankruptcy!
I respect the pick, though.
It's ballsy. It's ballsy.
It is
This
ballsy.
is this is one where I'm trying to make up ground.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Tampa.
Tampa.
All right, we'll jump down to the Ravens at the
Terrible
Titans. The Titans are +3.5.
The pick is in.
He's
Do
on
we
it.
actually do this with this?
No, I just did. One time. You
Give
said
me
it.
the
so-
Titans. Give me the Titans.
Titans.
Have a day.
I like the Titans too.
Look at you pick the same as me.
That was the first time. Or no, second time. Out of 5.
Amazing how that works. Isn't it?
Ryan.
Ravens.
Oh boy.
Oh, we are going to separate the boys from
That's
the men
that's
here.
the idea, guys.
Titans. Titans.
Yep.
Wow.
Now
I
I'm,
think
worried I'm picking two similar to him.
I'm on my island now. I'm there.
I'm gonna write mine down here, just so you can't tell me I was wrong.
I'll convince you either way.
Why don't you be a man and pick the next one first?
How about this?
Okay, you want me to?
Bears at Saints.
Saints are minus
Saints
10.
minus 10.
It's a lot of points. I'm taking the Saints.
With the 10?
Yeah.
Do you think that's wise?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Saints as well.
Do you think that's wise?
I do.
Do they have the running backs back?
Yeah, they will.
Yeah, they do.
Saints.
Micah?
Dang nabbit.
He wants the Bears.
I do.
It's a lot of
it.
points. It is.
Do it. I like the way they're playing. Both sides of the ball. The Bears. They're playing good.
Just go Bears. I don't have anything to lose.
Might as well, right?
Just go for it, right?
Whatever.
All right, the last game of the weekend. The last game of our picks. You got the Browns at the Steelers. The Steelers minus
Wait,
4.
wait. Is this
I
for the
believe.
title? Is this week going to determine
No.
everything?
No.
Oh, see, that's what I was doing. I thought this was the last of it.
A
This is
couple
the last
left,
week.
right?
Yeah, we got a few left.
Oh, is this through
Well, we're
the
going to
NFL?
have picks moving forward, guys, because we have a new sponsor,
but you have to-
bettinghero.com.
But
Have you heard of them?
But you have to put an end to the
To-
competition.
yeah, this round.
Super Bowl.
Super Bowl. Okay.
Okay. Good to know.
I think we did that last time, too.
Go ahead.
All right, so we had Browns at the Steelers minus 4. You want me to go?
Steelers.
Steelers?
For me. Steelers for me, baby.
I had Steelers written down as well. I was hoping it was going to be different. Ryan.
I chose them number 1.
Yeah, you did. That's a good point. You should have doubled down, like 50-50 there. You would have been happy either way.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Dang it. You blew it.
Who'd you pick? Steelers?
Steelers. Wait, what? That's not fair.
Why?
Now he's just going to pick the Browns.
I've literally picked against you every
He
time.
could have.
Yes.
He could have listened to the podcast. And
I'm doing
by
Steelers.
then.
By
you got
then.
Steelers?
No. Yeah. Man, I really want to pick the Browns in this case.
I do too, but
4 points is not enough.
the Browns also have COVID going through their system.
Oh,
I'm
they
doing
do.
Steelers.
Head coach is already out.
Oh, they're playing with passion. It's a good point, Sam.
Oh.
So you want the Browns?
They're
Like
playing
win-
for their coach.
Win for the Gipper.
Yeah.
The Gipper.
And there's
You're
possibly
the
multiple coaches out, and there is at least 3 players that have not been named yet.
Oh.
Last I heard.
From the
Chubb.
Browns, one of them is Baker Mayfield.
2, Chubb.
3. What's the other guy's name? the guy that hit the guy with the helmet.
Baker
yeah.
Mayfield.
Yeah, really good.
Miles
Mason
Garrett.
Rudolph. And
Miles
Yeah. All right, Micah.
Wow.
Last pick of the
Wait,
game.
who'd you pick?
He
I
took the
picked
Steelers.
Steelers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm going Steelers.
I don't
I
want
mean,
to. I want the Browns to win so bad.
Listen, the Browns barely won their last game against them, and the Steelers had a lot of their weapons out.
Honestly, if it wasn't for their head coach being out, I would 100% take the Browns. 100%.
What percent?
100.
100?
Hunter
I just said 100.
Hunter.
Now, I didn't say 100. I said 100. So you don't know if it's 1 or 2 or 3 or 400,
Could
but
be.
it's 100.
Could be many hundred.
Could be 17,100.
Wow.
But I just said 100.
That's a big number.
It's just, I don't even know if it's a real number.
Real
It
numbers.
is now.
It's not.
Heard it both ways. Makes sense. All right, it's time to grade our Michigan beers for episode 88.
Can I grade the end of this
But
podcast?
before
or
we
no?
do, no,
No, okay.
I don't want to know. I
I
don't think
graded it
anybody wants
rough.
to know. This has been brutal. This has been one of the worst, and I admit it. But it's been a fun topic. It's been fun topic-wise, I think. Just the transitions and everything else that involves with a podcast has been absolutely garbage. So this is your first time listening.
Absolute.
If this is your first time listening,
In the middle
please
of the
don't
podcast,
judge
I'm
us
like,
yet.
I got to take this call. Hold on.
You
That
walked.
wasn't the worst part. Don't worry.
No, it was not. That might have been the best part. I think the camera saw your butt and stuff and everything.
Oh, that improved the podcast.
All right,
That's a
it is
big
time to
improvement.
grade our Michigan beers for episode 88. But before we do, I want to remind everyone of our partner, Siciliano's Market. They are simply the best beer store in West Michigan, located on Lake Michigan Drive, right between Grand Valley State University's main campus in downtown Grand Rapids. It is worth the drive wherever you live in West Michigan. I need some of the beers that I haven't tried yet that we're all going to grade.
I don't know.
Sorry, got distracted.
Which
there.
ones?
There's 3. There's 3 of them, I think, or 2 of them. Doesn't matter. Which one did you drink? You're drinking that one, right?
You got some
That's
big
your
hands.
main-
I'll figure it out.
Ryan, you got some big hands.
Yeah, no.
That's what she said.
I don't know why she said that. But all right, anyways, Siciliano's Market. I mean, they have beer on beer on beer.
Yeah.
Just walls of just local beer and national
What
beer.
is going on?
I don't know. You guys interrupted my read, and that's when I just
We're
check
doing a
out.
hand thing over here, okay?
We're comparing hand sizes.
Thank you
Right.
so much.
Next.
And the-
Well,
But anyways,
amongst other things.
whatever,
Okay?
guys. Anyways, Siciliano's Market. They have beer, wine, spirits, tobacco, tea, coffee.
Like ghosts?
And they also have the largest selection of homebrew and winemaking supplies in West Michigan. So if you love doing that, go there. Check them out. Let them know that you heard about them on State of My Sports podcast. And they might give you a little wink or something. I don't know. But anyways, we love that they're part of the podcast. We really appreciate them. They help
We
us
do.
pick out
They're great.
our Michigan beers for each and every episode. So
Easily the
It-
best
it
beer
is-
store in Michigan.
I have such a hard time picking out the beers. It is insane. Luckily, I mean,
The selection is
honestly,
nuts.
Katie helps me out a ton. She's just like, hey, this is what's new. You guys would love this, X, Y, and Z. She gets me set up.
So
Like,
go see Katie.
Katie's great, but all of them are great. So,
Yeah.
like, Katie was out this week, but I worked with a guy. I don't know his name. Great guy. Handsome fellow, too.
It seems
He-
like
he
if you
deserves
knew
a
his,
shout-out.
It seems like if you knew his name, that'd be better.
handsome
Yeah,
fella.
I just don't ask people their
Besides
names very often.
handsome fellow.
That's what I would call him. I'm going to call him that next time. He was a good guy. He was really nice. Actually, another guy, he said, so Katie said she.
What?
What was I going to say? Sorry.
I can't wait to go in there and go, I'm looking for the handsome fellow behind the counter.
Anyways, Katie, so this was their
Very
only new
furred.
one this week was the Piney Spruce Tip IPA from North Peak. So she was like, make sure you try that one and get that on the podcast. But other than that, pick out what you guys want this week. And honestly, like
I really like it.
they didn't have any more of these on the shelf.
Yeah.
They didn't have any more on the shelf because the workers are like, hey, I'm gonna buy this.
Oh, really?
So they had it in the
Oh,
back, and he goes,
okay.
well,
So I'm
no,
probably
it's
wrong.
fine.
You're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into it in a little while.
I don't know what you guys are saying, but anyways, they were like, no, you can have some of mine because there weren't any left. So he was really nice, and he was like, if this is what you're coming for, this is what I'll give
Yeah,
you.
that's
So-
awesome.
And I thought that was really
That
cool.
is,
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
anyways, Siciliano's Market, that is our beer read. But anyways,
Thank you.
just move on.
Let's giddy up.
Way to go.
Just move on. Kyle, can you grade us?
Arvon.
Micah, you should grade your beer first.
Yeah? All right. Glass O nothing. I'm going in with a flat 0.
You got a
Glass of
grade.
0.
Dude, Micah,
Zero.
there's
Yeah.
some good
Whatever.
beers here, man.
Right.
All right, Kyle.
You turned down an Arvon day.
I know.
That's what I couldn't believe when yeah. Arvon. Another Day in Paradise. This is a great beer.
That means another day on the podcast.
Well, we'll see.
Looks like a forest to me.
It does look gorgeous. Always with the good cans.
Paradise.
Always the good labels on here. Arvon, Another Day in Paradise. I will buy this again for sure. 8.1.
8-1.
That's a good score for you.
Yeah.
Ryan.
I'm up. So I started with this is from North Peak Brewing Company. I started with the Mango Stormy Juicy IPA. It's kind of a mouthful. It's brewed up north
Literally.
in Dexter.
Oh, dang it.
Why can he not do it?
I'm so
know.
bad at this.
That's
I
what
can't.
she said.
I don't have the quick wit. I mean, I do, but I didn't realize I had to put my finger on it. You know.
That's again.
All right, they're out of Dexter in Traverse City, Michigan. This was the one with all the different hops. I mean, there's like 6 different hops listed here.
Yeah.
What I really like about this beer is it's not too juicy. They actually keep it true to the beer. Now, there was a lot of sediment in this.
Look at that.
Yeah, so I don't
So
know.
should you have rolled it? Maybe.
I don't know. So there's probably a really good way of doing this that I just butchered on the first one. And the second one, I didn't dare pour very much. So,
Right. Yeah.
but with all that being said, this is very, very good. I'm going to go 8.4.
Nice.
8-4.
I gotta try some of that. Is there more of that?
Yeah, right here.
Do you have some? Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, man. You're gonna have to check out Siciliano's Market.
Okay.
Are you doing
There's some
it?
there?
Are you doing it next, Sam, or are we going to go into the
Yeah,
next?
yeah. I'll do the
North Peak?
Transient. I've been a big fan of this one. Transient just does a really good job. I'm drinking Obligatory. It's your American IPA, 6.5% alcohol by volume. It is your standard American IPA, but it is excellent. Excellent. Big fan. I'm going to go with a 8-1.
Yeah.
It's not too juicy, right?
No.
Yeah.
No, we're talking about my beer now, guys.
Nope. We're
Nope,
done.
we're not.
Nope. Stormy is not as juicy as like a normal, what I would think of as a juicy, but that's a good beer. I like it.
All right, so what is the next one that we're doing, Ryan?
Yeah, we'll go right back to North Peak Brewing Company. Piney Spruce Tip IPA. This is the one that you were talking about that they wanted to recommend. It pretty new, right? This is something that's new that the staff wanted at Siciliano's.
I have to pee so bad.
Is he having a seizure? What?
I think I am. Like, this is a perfect time for someone to take over. Just delay this. I really have to
We
go.
have 30 seconds left in this podcast.
He's got to go through his spiel at the very end, too. All right.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Like all of his weird things that he says since episode
Beep,
1.
bop, boop.
Yeah. Change? No. All right.
Have a great day, sport fan.
Sports fans. His read. Anyways, again, Piney Spruce Tip IPA. This is going to be interesting because I loved this.
It will be. I know, because I didn't like
And
it.
you didn't like it.
Right.
So there's definitely a piney spruce flavor to this, but it's good because I haven't been able to taste anything in like 3 or 4 days, and this is cutting through
what?
that.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh. You stay in your corner.
No. I'm just saying this is fighting through the taste buds not working anymore.
It has
Why
that
are
strong sense
Taste buds not
that
working.
the spruce.
I don't think that's a big deal. I don't think.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I got.
Oh, sorry, quiet.
Yeah.
He's back.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys, for holding on.
I don't want to get ratted out. By
I
the
You
don't
guys
right.
can't. You can't rate his beer before he does.
Yeah.
You guys
You can't
can't.
rate his beer before he does.
You can't rate his beer before he does.
This one though?
Yeah. This one. So I
Would you-
just there's a little disclaimer to what I was saying.
Yeah.
There's a little disclaimer to what I was saying that
Yeah.
that was a complete joke.
Right. Yes.
Yeah. I just thought it would be
For
kind of
people
funny.
who don't understand.
Yeah,
that.
please don't report me and get
No.
me thrown in
I'm
prison.
actually gonna have to listen to this episode
Yeah.
to make sure
Right.
nothing,
There you go. There's some spoiler for
nothing
you.
crazy happened.
I'm gonna give it a really good grade. I'm gonna go 8.2.
Mm.
That's the
And what I like
Yeah.
about
The
it, there's a really good pine flavor to it. But
There
again,
is.
it's they blend it with the beer really well.
Yeah.
Did you grade it yet, Kyle?
No, I haven't. And I agree with Ryan that I don't think it's an overpowering piney flavor. It's not something I like. And would you give it
8.2.
8.2? I'm gonna give it a 5.
Hated it.
1. I did not like
All
it.
time,
Wow.
all time low.
But that's my flavor. Like I get, like you were saying
Yeah.
about the people at Siciliano. No, I've gone lower.
Yeah.
Saying how people really like it, and I'm probably wrong. Like,
Yeah, probably. Just like your picks. No, I'm just kidding. No, honestly,
says the guy who can't hold his pee.
no, dude, I was about to lose
gotta
it.
go
This
potty.
table was about to fall over. I was about to just push it over. Anyways, the smell is not
Don't flatter
good.
yourself.
yeah. Don't flatter yourself
Yeah.
that way.
No.
Come on now.
That is definitely not me. But no, the smell is not appealing, but the taste is okay.
Oh,
He doesn't like it.
Oh, he
no,
fought through that one.
I was just terrible. The
gotta pee
beer's
again?
not bad.
what is going on?
I don't know. This is one of the weirdest episodes. I'm really.
I mean, I'm
struggling.
enjoying it.
Yeah,
but-
I mean, more than any other episode in recent memory, I'm gonna listen to this one.
yes, I might actually
Yeah,
listen.
you might actually.
Yeah, first one ever.
Oh, that's a low
I'm-
blow.
I'm gonna give it a 7.6. It's actually the taste isn't bad. The smell's not great, but it's decent.
What did I give it? 5.1.
5.1
Seems
might be one of the
seems
lowest-
hurtful.
since Trav's seltzer that he did that one time on accident. Remember that?
Yeah, just not a spruce guy.
Oh, I am so sorry, guys. I'm sorry about everything. It was.
What?
I
But
don't
are
know.
you really?
Yeah,
All right, he
I
is.
kind of am.
Yeah, we're gonna have to have a talk
Anyways,
after this. Like, is everything
Episode
okay?
episode 88. We'll
Episode
make
88. Thank you guys.
some-
Thank you guys for listening and watching. I really appreciate it. I'm embarrassed, but thank you guys for recording. Always appreciate you guys doing this with me. But
Don't be embarrassed.
we'll talk to you next week, if not sooner.
That's what I was remembering right there.
Yeah.
People like to tell me I'm gonna burn out soon, no, maybe worse. We're running on coffee and 90 proof. Oh, I ain't worried about the chorus, or even the second verse. As long as I'm breathing, I got nothing to lose. I'm living 6 feet down, doing 27 over, and I don't quite give a damn. I was born with a lead foot and rust up leather hands.
Thank you again to all our great sponsors: the House Brewing Company and Cafe, Siciliano's Market, Mac Web Design. Also, thank you to Paradise Outlaw for allowing us to use their music for our introduction, Detroit Hustle, and for our out 6 feet down.